Welcome to the Chili Con Queso podcast. This week we got John Kegley in the house. And we got special guest Eric Kegley, his brother, older brother. Anyways, John, what the fuck you been doing this week, bro? Besides fapping.
Not much. I've been playing a lot of Doom. I know you've been playing a lot of Doom too.
I've been playing with myself.
Or regular Doom. It's not Doom 2, it's just Doom.
It's just Doom, dude.
But
Doom as well?
Yeah,
Doom.
it's been the story's pretty fun. The game's not as scary as I thought it would be, but I kind of like that. But yeah, the multiplayer, like I was telling you earlier,
Hail Satan.
the multiplayer is so fun because of how simple it is. It's not like Call of Duty and Halo where you have to fuck with all these options and all these different guns
Bro, but
and
Halo
attachments.
was the shit, man. I
Halo's
like all
fun. Call of Duty's fun too, man. I'm just saying.
Look, Call of Duty's cool, bro, but Halo, though, is a special kind of stupid, man. It just got,
Halo 3 and Halo 2.
I just like bouncing everywhere.
Yeah, you do.
Fucking shooting in fucking 50 feet in the air, blowing people up with plasma grenades and shit.
Yeah, man. But I've been playing a lot of DC Universe Online too. I mean, that shit's so fun. I recommend anyone that's listening to this, the 2.5 people listening to this,
Play that shit for 10 minutes and then quit like I did.
yeah, play for 10 minutes and then leave. But nah, if you're into MMORPG type of games
I
like
thought you were
World of
going to say, if you're
Warcraft,
into MMA.
And it's free to play right now, so you could just try it out.
But if you want to do anything dope, you got to pay. You want a Red
I'm paying
Lantern,
3
you got to
months.
pay.
I'm paying 3
if you want to
months.
be a lantern, you got to pay.
If you want to make trees come out and grow weed on them from the ground, you got to pay.
Greetings. I am Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing. Shout out to motherfucking Swamp Thing, which we're pissed because we found out he was a seasonal character.
But we
No, I
found him.
don't
We
think
found him.
we
You
found
found
him.
him?
Yeah, I was telling you,
I'm gonna
bro.
start playing DC Universe.
Yeah, so I
Just like
That's why you
am
stopped?
Swamp Thing. It's the only reason I got the damn game again, bro. It's because I just wanted to see Swamp Thing. Couldn't see Swamp Thing, so I made you guys buy me a pop. Good enough. I just
Yeah.
talked to the pop.
Funko Pops,
Hello, I'm
man.
Swamp Thing.
Anyways,
Yeah, I
dude.
see that it's just sitting over there.
It's sitting there, but it's at an angle, so it kind of looks at me when I'm at the dinner table, like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "What's up, bro?"
Call of Duty Black Ops, the first one, just came out on the Xbox One for backwards compatible. The backwards compatible list
For the backwards compatible.
for the
that
backwards
a new,
compatible.
Is that a new console that just came out? Though?
Well, shit, man. When you play these 360 games on the Xbox One, it feels like you're playing a new console. But yeah, that just released for $10. For some reason, on the Xbox store, it says $40. Ignore that. It's $10.
Yeah, ignore that until I go and buy it, and they fucking
Nah,
charge
'cause
me
when you
$40, and then I'm gonna go to your house and kill you.
When you click continue and all that shit, it'll say like finalizing $9.99 or $10.
You know what that
says.
reminded me of? The time that Eric was on DC Universe and he kept hitting buy for some $10 fucking add-on, and he
charged
ended
$210
for a 3 months service.
that shit was amazing, man.
DC
That was
Universe.
amazing. That shit was something else, bro. Like, at least Microsoft hooked it up and they paid you back, or I'm
Yeah.
sorry, refunded your money. That shit was pretty dope, man.
Time for the news. It's the news.
Carrie Ann Moss,
News.
that plays Hogarth in Jessica Jones, is going to be.
That sounds like a midget dwarf.
Hogarth sounds like a character from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it does.
Wait, Hogarth is the character from The Iron Giant.
That's her name in the show.
Why
It's
was
like
I
Jenna
thinking
or
of
something.
what's
Jenna
the name of the guy
Hogarth
from
or
Lord of the
Jenny.
Rings?
Or
The
Jerry.
red beard?
It's Jerry Hogarth. That's her name.
Gimli, right? I don't know why Gimli popped up in my head when you said Hogarth. I picked this little guy with a red beard, like, I'm going to come and get ya.
All right, let's tame the ADD, please.
Tame ADD is what makes his podcast flow.
Carrie
So
Ann
back to
Moss
Carrie Ann Moss.
on board for Marvel's Iron Fist Netflix TV show, whatever the hell it is. She's on board. She's going to be in it.
So she's
That's pretty
been on
dope.
every show so far on Netflix that has to do with Marvel. Which
So
is
she
pretty
was
damn
on
dope.
Daredevil. I don't remember.
She was on Daredevil. She only came on,
Yeah.
like an episode or
I
something.
think, the last episode. Something like that.
Well, if she was on, I don't even remember.
She was mentioned. I did see her
Definitely remember her firm being mentioned in
Yeah.
one of the
by
episodes.
Foggy's girl.
Yeah,
With the
Foggy's
cross
girl
eyes,
inside the
right? She's
bar.
like,
he was in Josie's bar.
Yeah, speaking of Josie's, I remember I mentioned it earlier, man. They got some really fucked up olives.
Yeah.
Those martinis had gray olives. Don't go to Josie's. Go to Rollies. So let's move on to IMAX. We got virtual reality coming up.
That's pretty fucking great,
That's
man.
pretty puke-tastic.
I'm going to probably shit myself watching Batman versus Superman on virtual reality because how crazy and intense those fight scenes are.
No,
the
just
only scene I want to watch is the Man of Steel flight scene. That in IMAX like that?
Random tangent. Did you see that video of Superman in color?
Oh my God.
Color.
Yeah.
I was
Dude,
like,
that movie looks better in my opinion
it
with
looks
that.
so good, man. I think that was a fan made, right?
Absolutely.
It was pretty damn
So they
dope,
just
man.
enhance the colors. But anyways, what I was going to tag on to what Eric said, how badass would it be if they made a Man of Steel like flight kind of simulator thing for like the ride Soarin'? How badass would that be? Like you're flying through like the ocean, you can feel like
Six Flags or
drops touching
something
you.
could do that.
That'd be sick as fuck.
Do you get a complimentary cape after the ride?
You should.
You get the puke in the
Superman
cape
these
if you
hoes.
survive. But yeah, man, that shit sounds pretty good, man. Let me see. Who was the guy that did the
Starbreeze.
Starbreeze?
Yeah, the guy who made or helped make, I don't know what his exact
Chronicles
position
of
was.
Riddick or something.
Yeah, the Chronicles of Riddick and Payday Games. So
Wait, Chronicles of Riddick was the game, right?
yeah,
No.
I believe so.
That was a movie. Wait, I'm thinking of Escape from Butcher Bay.
Escape from Butcher Bay was the game.
Yeah, but that's Chronicles of Riddick as
It
well.
was Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, man, that shit
And
was
it's all
pretty
in
dope.
the same universe as like Pitch Black and
That's a pretty sick universe, I must say, man. I
Yeah.
definitely dig that shit. Vin Diesel's a fucking nerd, man. That's what I like about him. He's all big and buff and shit, and they're like, oh, you know, this fucking
But loves
this
Dungeons
guy's a
and Dragons.
meathead. But no, he's not. He's a fucking nerd, man. He's like one of us.
Michael Keaton apparently is back in talks with Marvel Studios to play Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming. As of like an hour or two ago, Deadline.com reported that Michael Keaton did officially sign to play Vulture with Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures. What do you guys make of that?
Well, like I was telling you guys earlier about the whole suit sucking the life force out of him.
Oh,
that he's
that-
going to supposedly be young, and I'm just creeped out about
You're talking about that whole Reddit thing that
That
came out,
leaked
that
script.
leaked,
the leaked script,
or
yeah,
whatever.
and how he's supposedly going to be a younger Michael Keaton, which I said creeped me out with the whole young Robert Downey CGI.
That shit was dope though.
It looked dope, but it was fucking creepy.
It
at
was
the same
weird.
time.
I felt a little creeped out, but
Something
it was cool.
about it looked a little fake. You know what I mean? It
There
had
were
that
moments-
plastic.
It was his eyes, dude. Have you noticed his eyes looked a little weird to me?
his eyes looked like they
It's
were.
just, you know what it is? Robert
No,
Downey Jr.
that-
has that like body where like their eyes look like they have like mascara on or some shit. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like little,
yeah, he looked like that
He's
when
got
he was
an
younger
attaché
in
case.
yeah,
some movies.
Yeah, in some movies he has that look. I mean, especially when he was younger. But
You know, I think it'll look dope, man. Either way, it's
Yeah.
Michael Keaton. Fucking
I
killed
mean,
it
I'm
in
definitely
Birdman.
excited about Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's a
Being,
great actor, and he's
yeah.
one of the best Batmans.
You've seen
so-
Birdman, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but Batman is not something you judge.
I'm just
You don't use that as
I'm
a-
saying that
as a-
shows you how talented an actor he is.
Yeah, but I went back and watched Batman the other day, and I was like, "This is the cheesiest shit ever." And
that's
everyone's like, "Michael
1980s,
Keaton's
no?
Batman, that's the best Batman ever." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" It was so campy. I was like, I understand it came out in that time, but when you come back and
At
watch
the
it,
time,
at the time,
it was phenomenal.
it was. But you go back and watch it now, and it's fucking shit.
I don't know if that leaked script that you read was entirely true because another like thread or whatever opened up on comicbookmovie.com and they're saying that the Tinkerer is going to be in the movie also, and he's going to help Toomes, if you didn't know, who's the Vulture, that's his name. He's going to help him make the suit out of Chitauri tech. So I guess some of the Chitauri soldiers that were laid out and dead in New York, I guess they get their hands on their equipment and they're able to make some Vulture type of.
I like that.
That's dope.
That's you know, they keep everything like tight. And now one thing,
It's
now
all
that
canon.
you mentioned that, Chitauri, bro. I know that that's from the Ultimate Universe, but I hate the fact that they changed the Skrulls to Chitauri, and then they can't use the Skrulls in the Avengers movie because that's a fucking Fox thing. Which we might as well jump into that. The whole X-Men thing, and how. What were you telling me about the Marvel comics with the?
I was reading an article that says that Marvel Comics, apparently they tell their writers that anyone that writes X-Men that they're not allowed to make any new mutants or superheroes because if they do, Fox automatically gets the rights to those characters. So Marvel, you know how they are. They want to make sure that their Marvel Studios characters are the ones that are being displayed, not the X-Men, not the Fantastic Four, So you know how all that shit goes.
Well, you know what's crazy is that I also heard that now Marvel's completely disbanding the X-Men teams. And now they're all going to go into separate teams that are in the cinematic universe. Obviously, they're not going to put them in the movies, but they just completely want to get rid of the X-Men. They're going to kill, I think, Colossus or some shit like that. It's like all this bullshit. It's like they did the same thing with the Fantastic Four. I thought it was the corniest thing ever. They just sound like a bunch of butthurt little kids, to be honest with you.
What do you mean they did it with the Fantastic Four?
The Fantastic Four, they killed off the whole comic. Sue,
I think
Sue and Reed Richards just completely disappeared.
Yeah, somebody died.
Oh, you're talking about in the comics.
Yeah, I think Human Torch is dead. I think Sue and Reed Richards, I think he just like completely retired or something. He's just out the game. But with the whole X-Men thing, I think it's kind of childish that they just disband the group and they're just like, you know what, we don't have rights to this in the movie, so we're just going to cut them out completely from the comics. I mean, it's not like they're going to gain back the rights doing that, but...
Marvel, and actually, I don't know if you saw the new picture that they released last year. They have like a 2007 like poster style like montage of all the Marvel characters, not all of them entirely, but a shit ton of them together. And in the front of the poster, you can see like the Thing, Mr. Fantastic, like Jean Grey, Wolverine, Rogue.
Just like a rest in peace.
Yeah, and they made an updated version of it for last year. No X-Men are on it. None. Not even Wolverine.
I think it's like I like the Avengers movie, but I'm sorry, man. I grew up with X-Men. Those motherfuckers are edgy as hell, and the Avengers will never, ever take that spot. They're too... we're goody two shoes. You know what I mean?
I personally don't like the X-Men. I can't read them, and I don't
love the X-Men.
The mutants and all
the
that
X-Men,
cool,
what I know of them
whatever.
was from the cartoons and
To
everything,
me-
which I thought they did really well.
Well, me growing up, man, I was a black sheep. Like, I was like, you know,
remember.
fuck everybody, and I still kind of am that way. Rebel to the core, and X-Men spoke to me on that level, whereas Avengers, they were just a bunch of fucking Boy Scouts, and I never got down with that, even though I was a Boy Scout, but I was a bad Boy Scout, okay? Because I didn't finish, so that means I'm bad as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just, I mean... They have to roll with the punches, so they got to give us Avengers because, I mean, what choice did they have? They can't fucking say, we're going to try to make the X-Men into the cinematic universe and just get sued nasty style. But, you know, they tend to force feed us that shit, which they did great. I'm not knocking the MCU, that shit's great. Especially Guardians of the Galaxy that came out of nowhere. That's another MCU property I fucking love.
Yeah.
And speaking of that... out of left field type of team, we got Suicide Squad.
Yep,
we got some people that first impressions of this movie that got to see it, and we're not one of them because we're not up there. We only got 3 viewers, but one day we'll be pre-screening.
Maybe
and
one day we'll
watching
have
shit.
5.
We got 5 now.
Anyways, yeah, Warner Brothers apparently test screened it at Century 25 Union City and XD in Union City, California. I'll read you some of the tweets. Like, Ultra Star Killer tweeted, saw Suicide Squad today. It met my expectations. Can't wait for the actual release. Another person, Gleek Moonwalker. I recommend everyone go see Suicide Squad in August. It is a pleaser. You will be surprised.
That's what she said.
So it sounds, I mean, I don't know. We have to take it with a grain of salt only because the BVS early screenings reactions were like this. The Fantastic Four early screenings reactions were like this. But I'm pretty hopeful that this movie will be good. I think David Ayer is going to do a really good job in this movie. But what's your guys' take?
I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
I think that if anybody could do it, he can.
I just like the cast, man. Pretty damn
absolutely.
dope. And I think although everybody's hating on him, I think Will Smith's gonna do dope as Deadshot.
I think he's gonna be good.
I wasn't so sure about it, but the more I've seen in the trailers,
I think he's gonna do a good job.
I believe in Will Smith.
I believe in a thing called Will Smith.
Anyways,
Fuck you.
let's go back to the MCU. Jeff Goldblum and Carl Urban have just been
Goldblum.
casted. Whatever his name is.
Goldblum, Mr. That's a big pile of shit.
Yeah, they just joined the cast of Thor Ragnarok, Thor 3. That's 2 really good actors right there.
Shit, they got more, man. Let me see who else.
Yeah, they got a shit ton of actors. Mark Ruffalo's going to be in
Tessa
it.
Thompson. Well, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, Hulk's going to be in the movie. That's going to be crazy.
Kate Blanchett. I wonder if he's going to be the cause of the Ragnarok. I kind of hope not. That's like a fucking like, let's blame it on the green guy. That's racism.
How do you think Hulk's going to get there?
He's going to jump.
Because everyone keeps saying that the plane that he was on at the end of Avengers: Age of Ultron, that's going to lead him into space and all this stuff. First of all, I think that's just a plane that can't handle going into space. What I think they're going to do is...
Well, unless you tested the plane, we never know.
Dude, I don't think they're going to do that. What I think they're going to do is Thor's going to obviously see that he might need help or something, and he'll go back to Earth and go searching because he could fly, man. Like I'm sure he's like fast as shit. He'll find Hulk somewhere.
So he's going to probably have to take him up there as Bruce Banner.
Yeah,
he's one heavy motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no, he'll take him up as Bruce Banner. Like, I need your help. You're the only person I know that like can't really die like that. So let's go.
I'm just glad. Look at this. Kate Blanchett is Hela. For all those who don't know, that's the villain. Where we get the word hell from.
That's pretty dope.
For all those that don't know. Now I want to see Carl Urban though, man, because he was fucking badass as Judge Dredd.
I'm honestly excited that Carl Urban is going to be in a comic book franchise or whatever on screen. That's not Judge Dredd. Like
as you can tell here at the Chili Con Queso podcast, we have a bromance for Carl Urban.
Yeah, man, Carl Urban
can have our babies.
Let's change the name of the podcast to just the Carl Urban Podcast.
The Carl Urban Podcast. I hear he's pretty cool with fans like that, so maybe we can get him on one day.
Yeah, we'll
he could be
interview
our
him.
6th listener.
I was going to say that.
Carl Urban, if you're listening.
We love you, bro.
Star Wars Episode 8, Fall of the Resistance. What do you think of that title?
I mean, shit, that title demands respect. I like it.
I think it's badass. I mean, it's simple. It doesn't tell you anything about the story. It's gonna be good, man. I'm excited for Star Wars. What do you think, Eric?
I mean, I'm excited. It's Star Wars, so I don't think that you can go wrong. Yeah, that title is perfect.
Now,
especially for it doesn't reveal too much. It's perfect.
I just hope it's not one of those titles that's playing it safe, like how the first movie played it safe. It was basically a recreation of A New Hope. They were playing it safe, of course, but I
think they have a lot more flexibility now that they know that people are going to come watch this movie.
The title's great, but I'm still more excited for Rogue One.
Oh, dude, Rogue One is going to be awesome.
Rogue One.
Dude, in my opinion, Rogue One, I think is going to be better than The Force Awakens.
You heard it here. 7 listeners, including Carl Urban. You heard it live on the Chili Con Queso
John
podcast.
Shankly's calling it out now.
John says that Rogue One is going to be better than all the Star Wars movies put together.
No, I don't know about all that, but I think it will be better than The Force
Quote
Awakens.
him, and if it's not true, you guys can kill him on Twitter.
Yeah, so let's move on.
Wait, before you move on, I do like random shit. Rogue One has a pretty fucking diverse cast, man. That's the first time they do that. Because normally it's been a bunch of old white guys and aliens. I can't relate to fucking General Akbar, but I like, and I'm not saying I'm Asian, but I like Donnie Yen and this Mads Mikkelsen, Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker was a pretty surprising.
His
casting.
lazy eye is gonna fucking stare them down like I got you. But
That's
you know
why
what?
they casted him. They're like, we need someone with a lazy eye. Get him.
We need that one eye that's on regs and the one eye that's on that good shit. But I noticed they haven't revealed who he's playing, so you don't know if he's gonna be like a twist, like it turned into a villain. Who knows? Now that I think about it, have we ever seen a Forrest Whitaker villain?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think he should do that.
That'd be badass.
I think they should just stop filming the movie if he's not a villain and just make him a villain. Because
is Darth Vader going to be in this movie? Have they said?
Supposedly, I've heard people saying they want to put him in the movie or have some sort of, little reference to him or something because it's around that era.
I mean, I'd be extremely down to see him. I mean, we don't need to see him for 20 minutes, or for 20 to 30 minutes of screen time. But to at least make a little cameo, I'd be down for that.
That would be dope. What the fuck am I reading here?
Spoiler alert! Man, it's time for some fucking spoilers.
I haven't read the whole Rebirth #1 spoilers thingy, Bob. but I started getting into it right now. Just randomly scrolling into it with my ADHD.
So you just got your mind fucked. That's what it is.
I'm mind fucked. So we got The Watchmen supposedly in Rebirth. What? Okay, so first we got Constantine that jumped into DC from Vertigo. And now we got The Watchmen doing something similar. So my question is, are they going to water them down and make them less mature? Make them more teen friendly?
I hope not.
I would hope not.
If you read, like, there's more to it, their involvement in the universe.
Well, they're the excuse for the whole necessity of a rebirth. You know, like, hey, we're going to blame somebody because we're rebooting our universe for the third time in 5 years.
Yeah, the New 52 was his fault.
Yeah.
He made the New 52.
Just blame a comic character. Don't blame the CEOs. We're going to blame the comic character because it's their fucking fault.
What did Dr. Manhattan have to do with this, man?
His blue butt cheeks are the reason why.
Dr. Manhattan's also the reason why they just changed the logo, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From that toilet seat cover logo to the classic.
I actually like the toilet seat.
I like that shit. DC Comics, and it was a fucking toilet seat.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome. And then you got 3 Jokers. I hope one of them's a vampire. I always heard that rumor that the Joker's a vampire. You never heard that shit? How
never
the
heard
Joker's
that.
like the only reason he's lasted so long in all these like timelines is because he's a fucking vampire.
I mean, Endgame explored a lot of different Joker origins.
I gotta read that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty behind on the times. And so you got the original JSA as well in there, which we'll get to one of the JSA guys later on today in the show. Yeah, so that's pretty dope, man. I mean, shit, I'm excited to see this new, well, I was going to call it New 52, this new
The
DC
Rebirth,
universe.
Rebirth or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
they're
check out a
dropping New
lot of these
52.
issues, man.
It's going to be, you know what you guys made me think
Or
of?
they might have already dropped it. I don't know.
Yeah, they're going to drop it after this shit, but what they need to do is make a fucking DC Unlimited, kind of like Marvel Unlimited, because
That needs to happen.
I need
ASAP.
that in my life.
Oh
like,
man, Marvel Unlimited. I've read the shit out of Marvel comics because of that. And if DC dropped that, oh my god, I would have nothing to do except catch up on Blackest Night because I have not finished that yet, and it's been 10 years now.
Yeah, man. I started reading all the side issues and I just said, fuck, I'm so
I think I might just read the
distracted.
main stuff, man, because
I like
the good
everything.
shit.
I like all the little nooks and crannies. You know
I mean,
what
I don't know if they made a DC Unlimited and they because Marvel Unlimited, what I liked they did was that like they would release like the Civil War segment. You know what I mean? Like they have it grouped, and they would literally have the entire reading order for you, so you can read from Amazing Spider-Man #1, Fantastic Four #1, blah 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 blah, and then you get to Civil War #1. Like it's in order completely, and you don't really have to read the side issues for Civil War if you don't want to, but it's cool that they did that. I like that they put that all in order for you.
Kind of like
so
the way that I read Blackest Night back in the day.
yeah, if they did that, if DC did that, and like for Blackest Night and other issues that they
Read
have a
everything,
million
the
of,
Booster Gold.
they need to put that in order because that would be so sick. But that's if they even make a DC Unlimited type of app. But
They need to make it happen ASAP, bro. ASAP. So look at this, guys. We got X-Men Apocalypse. I'm on the Metacritic right now. 51.
wow, that's funny because Rotten Tomatoes has a 51%.
Damn, it's like all in harmony, man.
But
Like, so-
honestly, man, it's like this movie came in with a 20% and now it's at 51, so it's only going higher and higher, man. This movie is,
I mean,
It hasn't released
20
yet.
to 50.
wow,
That's good, man.
I mean, I'm gonna see it either way, but Jesus Christ, John.
I've
like,
heard a lot of critics say that the movie is fun, but it lacks like real storytelling.
I don't know, man. Let me tell you something. Let me see. Entertainment Weekly says Apocalypse feels like a confused kitchen sink mess with a half dozen too many characters, a villain who amounts to a big blue nothing, and a narrative that's so choppy and poorly cut together that it feels like you're watching a flip book instead of a movie. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna see it because my homeboy's brother's in the fucking lead role as the villain because I'm biased. Everything Oscar Isaac, I watch. Well, I haven't watched. What is it? Ex Machina or whatever this shit's called.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
I have it on my Amazon Prime, but I haven't watched that. Or Inside Llewyn Davis. But anyways,
Yeah, Oscar Isaac is the shit, man.
he's a very good actor, man. So
Dameron.
Yeah, Poe Dameron.
Oh yeah, Poe Dameron.
That was a
dude.
fucking
He was
awesome,
great in Star Wars.
awesome character. And I don't know, man. Like sometimes I feel like okay, the comic movies have gotten to a point where these critics are not that fucking dumb where they're like, well, we can't pull the card. They just don't understand comic movies, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like they get them now. It's been a pretty long while and shit. So
we've gone through like 30 of them in the last 2 years.
yeah, so we can't pull that card out on them. But I don't know, man.
Well, I think
Either
it's
way,
also
I'm
they're comparing them to like other movies. They're putting them in the genre of like with the Martin Scorsese films and stuff like that. Which you can't do. I mean, these comic book movies are supposed to be fun, and man, I can't believe I'm saying that because I'm such a fan of BVS.
I mean, well, we'll get to that as well with Jeff Johns, but no, I get what you're saying. At least the Dark Knight trilogy was very on that Martin Scorsese kind of crime drama trip.
Yeah,
but you're
Dark
not
Knight
expecting that
movies,
from X-Men.
The Dark Knight movies, I mean, they're gonna go down in history as like one of the best like movies ever. All three of them, man.
Yeah.
Especially the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, those shits were classic, man.
Yeah, but X-Men Apocalypse,
Look, here we go. We
I'm
got
excited to see it still. So
Movie Nation, the epic effects, titanic struggles, and ever-evolving lineup of characters of Apocalypse. Coming hot on the heels of Civil War and Batman vs. Superman and Deadpool underline the exhausted ingredients of the formula these movies all use. The filmmakers strain to find something new to do with them, and watching them try too hard is wearying. Kind of worries me, man.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah, it's some of these guys are like, we're just out to tear you a new asshole.
you gotta remember too, though, man. Like a lot of these critics, like they get paid by how many hits their like review might get, so they're gonna try to make this shit sound bad and crazy because that's what pays them, bro.
Yeah, but still, man, like, I don't know, man. At this point in time, I just don't feel like we can pull that excuse. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're getting paid by anybody.
Whatever,
or
man.
they're getting paid for, let me write some negative shit.
Yeah, I mean,
just to draw in hits.
I don't know, but
because look, Entertainment Weekly, that's a credible source right there. And they print their own magazine, so they don't need hits to fucking pay these writers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chris Nashawati wrote that one that I read earlier. But yeah, man, we'll just give it a go, man. When we go see it on the 26th, if you can find an 8 p.m. viewing for it.
Yeah, it's like Civil War because Civil War they only had like 2 showings for I don't know fucking why. It's Captain America Civil War.
It's like The Godfather Part 2,
yeah,
bro. Like,
man.
fuck.
I don't know why they did that, but like the day before or the 2 days before the movie released, they were like, here's 30 showings. Have it like go have yourself a ball. You know what I mean? Like I'm hoping that they do that with X-Men because I'm not trying to see it at 7. I'm not trying to see it at 10:30. I want to see it at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, man. And I gotta go to fucking jiu-jitsu the next day, so I don't got time for that late ass shit. Oh, look, I just pulled up the fucking link that you sent me with the Marvel Comics losing all the X-Men. Look at that. You got all the X-Men right there. Yeah. And now they're gone in the 2016
Yeah,
one.
I told you, bro.
It looks like there's more characters on.
Marvel's such a bunch of haters, bro. But then you got they did get the Spider-Man universe back, so that makes sense to have Miles Morales there.
Did they put more characters in that one though?
They put Cosmo right there from Guardians in the front. He wasn't in the front before. Jesus Christ, the whole Fantastic Four's gone too. Look, Groot's up there, Ant-Man. Wow. Yeah, Marvel is really like, fuck these guys. We're done.
Marvel really needs to thank what's his face that directed Guardians of the Galaxy. I forgot his name, James Gunn, because he fucking killed it, dude.
Did he leave?
No, man. He made Guardians of the Galaxy like a household name.
Nobody expected that.
Oh, I thought you were saying they need to make it like the second one with him. I thought he was leaving.
No, he's doing the second one. He's doing the second one.
Yeah.
You know what they need to do? And you're gonna laugh. If he wants to direct it or get somebody else to direct it, is make a fucking Howard the Duck TV show. The comic book is hilarious. Private Eye, smart ass as shit. That should be the show instead of Damage Control.
I would watch that.
I would rather that instead of
Howard the Duck could work better on
Netflix.
On Netflix,
but at least it's the equivalent to Powerless. and you don't have a show that's a fucking exact duplicate like
thing
Powerless.
with Damage Control. Damage Control has been around longer than the whole idea of Powerless.
No, I know.
The Damage Control TV show came after Powerless was like.
And nowadays, when
its
everybody's got the
inception.
brain span of a fucking goldfish, they're gonna say Powerless came out first. You know what I'm saying? So it's just bring Howard the Duck, man. James Gunn, do it.
If they made a Howard the Duck TV show or movie, would he be in the MCU? What do you think?
Yeah, he was at the end of
Needs
Guardians.
to.
I know he was in the end of
I mean, he's
Guardians,
not
but that
gonna
was
do
just to like
anything,
put a
like-
smile on the diehard comic book
I
fans.
mean, he's gonna like shine the fucking stones on the Infinity Gauntlet. It's not like he's gonna do anything.
I know,
in the
but
war,
I'm just saying,
but-
like, would you put him in? Is he going to be a part of that universe?
yeah,
this
of
is
course, man.
Are you
Put
talking
him
about
in-
like the Infinity Wars?
No, I'm not saying
No,
he'll
but
be the
put him
movie,
in-
but he'll be in that
put
universe.
him
in
in
the
Hell's
universe.
Kitchen?
In that
Yeah,
Earth.
not Hell's
Not
Kitchen,
Hell's
but put him in
Kitchen.
New York, fucking
Yeah.
Brooklyn or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, they would be kind of weird, but I mean,
I don't know if I
we've seen a
want
lot
him
of different shit, man.
mixed
I'm
in
just
with
not
the
a fan of
Defenders.
his design in the fucking end of the movie. He's got like what 6 nostrils going on or some weird structure to his bill. Like he looked pretty weird. He didn't look like a fun character to look at. He looked pretty spooky.
I don't think I ever looked at it after.
I know Seth Green did his voice, so he should definitely be the voice of him after.
Yeah, he looks like a little creepy looking. I'll show you the picture.
He looks
right
like
now.
a fuck. Look at his face.
Does he have like
4
different
eyeballs?
eyes? Yeah,
The hell, no, bro. They gotta change
they need to make
that.
him look like a regular duck. Like,
A regular duck with a hat and
Yeah.
clothes, but you know what I mean.
but hey, man, that end of the credits cameo that he made was pretty funny
That shit was hilarious.
and
man.
unexpected as hell. But Guardians of the Galaxy
It's
surprised the
just
shit out of us.
unexpected as hell. Exactly.
That whole movie, you walked out with your jaw dropping to the floor because of how great it was.
It was an awesome movie. That I must admit, I loved it. It definitely came out of nowhere, and we're still talking about Guardians of the Galaxy because we got Guardians. We love that movie, man. You know what I mean?
Back to Howard the Duck. His eyes. He doesn't have 4 eyes.
He needs glasses.
What is
I think they're
that?
trying to make a statement.
Did he zoom in on his face? He looks like he has 4 eyes, or there's like something going on over there.
That's like the.
He's got extra nostrils
The
over his
nostrils.
eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
man,
the
that's like
bill.
some. That's not a duck, dude. That's an alien. That's like.
That's what I don't like.
Well, he's an alien.
Yeah, I know,
But he needs to look like a
can you be
duck.
an alien that looks like a duck?
yeah,
that we
Rocket
know?
Raccoon looks like a raccoon.
Exactly, and he said, "I'm not a raccoon.
Groot
I'm a."
looks like a tree.
Exactly. Have you ever seen a tree with eyes and fucking teeth? I have, and he looks like that. But this motherfucker, this duck with 4 eyes, no.
The Flash.
Let's move on to one of our main points, focal points, The Flash, man. Let me tell you
best
something.
superhero.
Season 2,
Definitely the best superhero show.
Or one of the best.
well,
They're all
definitely the best superhero with Deadpool. I got a thing for
Dude, I think-
superheroes in red. Well, you know I'm biased, bro.
Wait,
The
Deadpool?
No, but the Flash
Deadpool
is
and the Flash. I like my superheroes red, like blood. But keep talking.
The Flash is dope as hell because he's probably the strongest superhero if you think about it.
He time travels. He's changed a whole bunch of shit due to his time travel. Shout out to, was it Crisis on Infinite Earths?
Yeah.
When the man sacrificed himself for the state of our universe.
Yeah, man, the Flash is fucking awesome. I grew up watching the Justice League cartoon, and the Flash was one of my favorite characters on the show. I think it was Wally West's version though. It wasn't Barry Allen, but I thought he was hilarious.
Wasn't that Impulse? No, that was. he
No,
was Kid
Wally
Flash.
West was the Flash in the Justice League cartoon, like
Yeah,
in
but
the
he was
early
first.
2000s.
I'm pretty sure it was Barry.
It's
Google
Wally
that
West.
shit, son.
Yeah, we're gonna look it up.
I'm
We're gonna look
looking
it up.
as we talk, but
But-
Okay, yeah.
he was my favorite growing up, and him obviously him and Batman. But ever since that TV show came out, I got so into the Flash. Like I've read a shit ton
It
of
was
comics.
Wally West.
Thank you, Rolly.
Wow.
No.
Fuck you, Eric.
Green Lantern was John Stewart, right? That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah,
Stewart,
that's the
Green
cartoon I'm talking about. That shit was classic. Those cartoons are fucking awesome. They were not for kids.
Motherfucker.
They made it for kids, but it wasn't for kids.
It corrupted John.
They corrupted me.
I corrupted John, but he wants to blame
Yeah, there
the
was
Justice
definitely
League.
a couple episodes that were a little rough for a young child like him at the time.
Well, they talk about selling crack and shit on the planet Oa.
Man.
Yo, I got a dime bag of that Green Lantern. Green Lantern, Green Lantern.
That was Kilowog.
Kilowog selling that goody good. But yo, man, this season. Okay, so the first season had an awesome storyline with the Reverse Flash, and I like how the second one, they keep playing on that whole like Barry wants some sort of like superhero paternal figure, and then they always fuck him right in the ass at the end.
Yep.
Man, it's time for some fucking spoilers.
Zoom, Jay Garrick, same guy, mind fuck. I hate his creepy nails, but whatever.
But is it Jake? It's Hunter Zolomon on Earth too, no?
We don't really know, do we?
Hunter Zolomon on Earth. No, on Earth 1.
The one thing that the Flash TV show likes to do is confuse the shit out of you in names.
Yeah.
Because Wells is actually Eobard Thawne, but everyone calls him Wells, and then you get confused as shit because the real Wells is dead.
But this one is a little more confusing because fake Jay Garrick was telling us that the guy on the bench was Hunter Zolomon, when in reality I think he was Hunter Zolomon and he just switched the names. Maybe to take the Jay Garrick moniker to make himself look good.
Who the fuck is on Earth one that looks like him?
Which makes us think that.
So the guy that was called Hunter Zolomon on Earth 1 is probably Jay Garrick for real. And this guy just lied. So Caitlin would say, oh, Jay Garrick sounds like a wholesome name. Hunter Zolomon sounds evil as shit.
It does.
It does. It sounds like a fucking
you're gonna
rapist.
kill someone.
You know what I mean? Like, so maybe that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know, man. I just think it's pretty good, man.
The Flash
I feel like
is
I need
awesome.
like a chart.
You do.
Do you like season 1 more than season 2, or do you like season 2 more than 1?
I like season 1 a little more in the sense that the end game feels a little more like what the fuck, but season 2 started off already like dope. Season 1 had that what I call the Power Ranger syndrome. Hey, we got a new villain this week.
Season 1 was whatever.
Yeah,
because they had a new super villain every. It was like Smallville, man. I couldn't ever get into Smallville because they had a new super villain every episode.
That's what I didn't like was the whole Power Ranger syndrome. We got a new villain every week. We're gonna defeat him. We're gonna lock him up, and that's that. You know what I mean? Like that shit was a little boring in the beginning, but
when they showed,
they had their moments in season 1 though.
Yeah, but the best the storyline that had to do with Reverse Flash, dude. I wanted to every time they just showed like a little bit of that story, man. I was just going crazy, bro.
Yeah, every time they teased it and then they cut it out, like
I'm like, and then they'd be like next episode, and the next episode they show like 1 second of like something with Wells or whatever.
Yeah, that's. I mean, overall, I think this season the whole arc focusing on the Jay Garrick and then getting played, and he's really Zoom. I like it.
Yeah, season 2 is dope. I agree with you. I think season 1 is a little tiny bit better than season 2, but I mean that's not like I'm not trying to say season 2 is bad. Like season 2 is fucking great.
See, the thing is that season 1 was good, but packed into the last half of the season, whereas season 2 is just as good, but it's so spread out across the whole season.
We've had time to it
feels like
breathe.
It's a little watered down. It's not like so as impactful. Although the last episode. That was a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Henry Allen.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Henry Allen dies.
Oh, we've been said the spoiler alert.
I know. I'm just saying, just in case someone didn't see that last episode. But damn, man. When I saw that he grabbed Henry Allen, I was like, "There's no way, man. He's not." Hunter Zolomon isn't that fucked up in the head that he's gonna just kill him right here. And then I realized. He is pretty fucked up in the head. He's fucked up, he killed him.
He's a serial killer kind of guy. You know what I mean? He's like, and
I mean, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to show him that.
Hey, and props to Grant Gustin, like that. His reaction, like that acting. I think Grant Gustin's a great actor.
I think Grant Gustin needs to do steroids over the summer.
Yeah,
he's a little flimsy for a guy who's supposedly a runner. He should have bigger legs. You know what I mean?
I want him to have a sprinter's body.
I want him to have a sprinter's body too, so we can like marvel and go, ooh la la. I want a body like that. Nice nipples.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I just
like Oliver Queen.
Oliver Queen. Let's not even start with that motherfucker because I hate that show.
We're not talking about her.
We'll get to that. We'll digress into that. But I just like how Zoom is kind of like, you know what, bro? You're gonna be like me. I don't got parents. I'm gonna kill your dad. Yeah. I'm bringing you down to my level. Like he really wants to break Barry down. He wants Barry to be Earth 1 Zoom. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't see that happening. But damn, what the fuck was up with Barry?
Happen, but it's horrible what he did to his father, and
Yeah, that's pretty
and what
messed
he's
up.
done to the Central City in general.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. But I just I don't see it happening. The only thing I thought was a little like much, but everybody thought it was much, even on the damn show, was Barry being all like, "Hey guys, I came back from the Speed Force. Life is good." You know what I mean? Like, that's some good ass Speed Force weed. You know? The weed force. You know?
Yeah, man. I mean, that shit was a little weird. He should have been like all tripped out. You know what I mean? Like,
It's
what the fuck was I just doing, man? But that episode was awesome, though,
Well,
dude.
it's like meeting
I love
God.
that episode.
I just thought of that meme.
Speed Force has been in
Yeah, I know.
existence
He's like the
since
god of
creation.
the
of
Flash's
universe.
powers.
Wait, I heard that.
Probably of the multiverse.
What was it? Let me. The Speed Force when. Let me see. What's his name? Joe. What's Joe's last name? Joe West, right?
Joe
Yeah.
West, yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Joe West quoted Sandman or I think it was Sandman or some DC comic when he was saying that whole little monologue to him about the Speed Force and everything about it. He was quoting, I think, Sandman, and they
I
twisted.
think I read something
Oh,
like that.
Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, and they twisted his words up, and like it's like dope how they shot out the DC. Actually, that was what, Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Damn, bro,
Yeah.
we just stayed.
Well, he directed it, but I'm sure he had some inputs on the
Whoa.
script. But it
Well,
was
according to him, I don't
Zachary
think he has-
Stentz. I think that
yeah, Zach Stentz. Yeah,
Zach Stentz.
he's the one that did the
I like
script.
that. I like how they did that, man. That
Hey,
shit
Zach
was pretty
Stentz is a
badass.
hell of a writer, dude. Writing
Yeah.
First Class and now this episode.
Yeah, that episode was amazing, and he did a phenomenal job.
Last night's episode was pretty good. Or not last night. It was last episode that just aired.
I forgot what happened. The
The one
beer.
where Henry Allen died. It was a good episode.
It wasn't last night, but
I
No,
literally
I don't
was
know
just
why I said
talking about
last
that,
night.
and I'm like, wait, last night did I miss something, man?
No,
I'm
no.
like, I'm a little behind.
Wait, so the season finale of The Flash is on Tuesday, right?
Is that the finale?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be
Kevin
Tuesday.
Smith did one, and then we got
Yeah,
the
we got
Joe,
one more,
the
and
Henry
then
Allen death.
this is
and
the season
then-
finale.
season
Yeah.
finale.
Damn,
Time
dude.
flies
So
by
that
when
means
you're
that we're
having
gonna
fun.
find
Yeah,
out.
season finale of Flash and Arrow.
What if they don't tell us who the man in the Iron Mask is?
I was gonna lead into that. I would go fucking nuts.
Oh no, they've already said that they're gonna reveal it. There was an interview.
But
with,
they can say whatever the
Teddy
hell they
Sears.
want. This
Okay,
show was a
okay, so
mind
let's
fuck.
theories. I got either Eddie Thawne from Earth 2
Mm-hmm.
or Henry Allen from Earth 2.
That's what I'm thinking. I agree
because
with that.
after that death, it might be more impactful with that.
I believe that it's Henry Allen, and I feel like it's gonna be Henry Allen, but not Henry Allen. It'll be
Jay
another
Garrick.
name. I'm thinking Jay Garrick.
I'm thinking Henry Allen's gonna be Jay Garrick on Earth 2. Maybe he changed his name or whatever the hell they're gonna say.
So who the fuck was the guy we saw on Earth 1 with the glasses? Was that a Mirage type, speed clone thingy majiggy? Remember when Zoom took Caitlyn and he's like, everyone has a doppelganger. You see that guy on the bench? That's Hunter Zolomon. So do we think that that's not Jay Garrick and it's just some other guy and he gave him the name Jay
It might
Garrick?
have been.
just
It
be
could have
Hunter
been him from the
Zolomon.
past because remember how he said in that one episode when he supposedly killed Jay Garrick that he went back in time and convinced himself to do this entire plan, and his
that's-
past self was like, "I'm down to do that shit." I mean, you
That's
never
where
know,
the
bro. You could have done that, but
show
like, yo, I need you to
uses-
dress up
You
and
know what
play
you
like
just
you're.
reminded me of, but I'm not going to say it now. Keep going. Legends of Tomorrow.
Nah, we'll touch on Legends of Tomorrow in a little bit.
That's where that show confuses the hell out of me. But Legends of Tomorrow, I actually feel like it actually
It's more
makes
linear.
sense. Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Maybe that guy that he pointed out is not Jay Garrick. He gave that guy that name when he was talking to Caitlyn. Some other guy, we'll call him Bob Snow. And the guy in the Iron Mask might be the legitimate Jay Garrick.
I mean, I'm thinking that
Which would be cool because JSA is fucking old people and shit.
yeah, and I want Jay Garrick to be a part of this multiverse, I guess you could say. Because, I mean, my theory is that it is Henry Allen, but it's not named Henry Allen. His name is Jay Garrick. Because remember in that one episode when Barry and Henry Allen are talking and he's like, oh, Jay Garrick, da-da-da. And he's like, oh, Garrick, that's so weird. That was my mother's maiden's name or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So it has to be Jay Garrick but Henry Allen
But
on Earth
what
2.
was the name of Barry on Earth 2?
I think it was Barry.
Yeah, it was Barry.
Was it Barry Allen?
Barry Allen.
They never showed his parents, man. And both of his parents are alive.
So he kept the same name. So maybe maybe this guy, his mom, she never took the husband's name, or maybe the husband left when he was a child and he just took the name Jay Garrick instead of
talking about Henry Allen of Earth 2?
Henry Allen of Earth 2.
Wait, well,
hold on, we need a fucking chart. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Where's that chart?
So Earth 2, the alternate version, instead of calling him Jay Allen, let's just suppose that the mother, she had this child with this guy, and then he fucking left the picture. So they were just like, you know what? I'm not gonna give my son that bastard's fucking last name. I'm just gonna give him my last name. So that's the Earth 2 equivalent.
I mean, that would work.
And those hands in the Iron Mask look pretty fucking old. I've heard people say that's Wally West. I'm like,
no, but dude, if you look at,
I think they've used different actors.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They have to have used different actors.
A female, I think they've used a male, a black male. Like,
you guys been checking out some people's hands then, huh?
Yeah, man.
Damn, those knuckles look good.
My detective skills are coming out, man. I'm trying to figure out who the hell that is, man.
I want to lick your fucking fingertips. So yeah, man. We'll find out on Tuesday.
Tuesday night, dude. I think I'm actually gonna watch it because I always watch.
I skip Wednesday nights now because fucking Arrow is a snore fest. I don't know. I know you like it, John, but I don't like it.
I'm just forcing myself to watch it.
Now you don't like it before. No,
I never.
It was all right before.
I mean, I watched it.
No, man.
It's not
I'm the one
favorite.
that tells Eric that Eric's like Eric still watches it and enjoys it. I'm like, why the fuck am I still watching this?
There's moments of enjoyment, but overall the show is pretty terrible.
Nothing against chicks that run relationships, but fuck Oliver, you're a goddamn superhero, and Felicity fucking has more balls than you, bro.
Dude, I think they need to kill off Felicity, man.
Why did they kill
killed off.
Black
They
Canary?
killed off the wrong
They should have killed
character.
her. I don't know how she would have fit into that whole Damien Dark scene where they killed Black Canary, but maybe she could have fallen into the roof and just died or something. You know what I mean? Like, hey, she's dead. Thank goodness, bro, because she is the fucking worst.
And you know what it is? It's all the.
She's nice to look at, but everything else about her is.
I don't know. All these fans really were supporting Felicity, and they wanted Felicity to be
he fed into the hype,
the main love interest. And Greg Berlanti and all the writers of Arrow and The Flash and all them, they were all like, you know what? Let's listen to the fans. Let's actually make her the love interest. And I hate that they did that.
But for the first time ever,
was that Berlanti's idea or was that?
I don't know whose idea was it. It could have been that guy that signed
Mark
on.
Guggenheim, yeah.
That guy that signed on after season 2 that he did soap operas. He did soap operas, man. So he's into all that love shit.
This show has definitely taken more of an approach of like soap operas when it comes to the relationships and everything. It's
dude. The show is more about Felicity, like especially these last few episodes. It's all about Felicity and her drama inside of her family, dude.
I didn't
care
need
less
to
for
have
this
these
shit.
last 2 episodes about her family.
her mom's a MILF, but
definitely.
I'm about to start watching the soap opera she came from just so I can see her in her younger days.
Was she from a soap opera?
See what I mean? She was from a soap opera.
That's probably why she was casted.
Let me see. Keep going. Let me see.
Yeah, that's probably why she was casted. Yeah.
Felicity's Smokes mom.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I hate Felicity.
Charlotte Ross. Oh, she was in NYPD Blue.
Yeah, she was in that.
But I know she was in a soap opera, Days of Our Lives from 1987. Jeez, man. She's 48. Man, let me stop. I sound like a pervert, but everybody knows I'm a pervert.
Did you ever see that meme that I think I had retweeted it on Twitter? It has like the Arrow logo, and it says like what the title actually says.
Yeah.
And then it says Felicity or Smoke or something with the glasses. It's like what it actually is.
Yeah, it's like instead of the arrowhead, instead of the arrowhead with the green, green arrowhead with green arrow, it says
Felicity
with her glasses in green.
Yeah, that's how the Arrow is now, man. It's sad to see that happen because
Felicity show.
The first 2 seasons of Arrow were like some of the best like superhero TV that we've seen, and now I'm like,
they need to bring back Manu Bennett, man. I know he's doing the Shannara Chronicles, but they just need to bring his ass back.
He's the shit, dude. He wants to be back, man. He was like, oh, I want to play Deathstroke in the movies, even though obviously that's not happening. I want to play Deathstroke again on Arrow or Flash or Legends. Like, he's down to do all that shit, man. So
Can we get like TV Flash to kind of grab Deathstroke, Manu Bennett, and like drop him into the movie universe, and then we have him in the movie universe because
Yeah,
he's worthy of that.
I would be so down.
I mean, I don't know that he's worthy of it. I definitely loved him in Spartacus, but
He's movie worthy, I think. What do you want, Joe Manganiello or whatever, Mister? I want more money. Because didn't he say that in some video? Something like that. Like, no, he didn't say he wanted more money. He just said we were in discussions for this role for Suicide Squad, but things didn't pan out, and it's not who everybody thinks I was gonna play. That's what he said.
He did say that.
Yeah, which means he was gonna play Deathstroke. Because when they say shit like that, it's not what you think. You know, when you get caught fucking somebody else. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm butt naked. It's not what you think. But yeah, same thing with Deathstroke, man, and Joe Manganiello.
Legends of Tomorrow.
All right, so Legends of Tomorrow. John still has a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah,
but I know
before,
you're not caught up?
Nah, before today, I was on episode 6. I'm on episode 11.
because I told him today when I was at lunch, I was like, bro, I just got chills from this finale, man. And for a TV show that's like cheesy CW shit, it was pretty damn good, man.
I mean, if
Almost
you go ahead and spoil it, man.
about it.
No, we gotta talk about it.
Go ahead and spoil it.
It's topic, it's the topic
Absolutely.
at hand.
Spoil it so I know what the hell's going on, because I don't want to not be in part of the conversation.
So we're gonna have to kind of like pull like a
Synopsis of
the episode.
did have its cheesy points in the beginning. That's for
Legends
sure.
Tomorrow. Now, like, I actually noticed because I caught up from episode 6 to 11. The show has really changed the second half of the season. This first half was like, I think they're still trying to find themselves. You know what I mean? They're trying to establish a story with Vandal Savage and throw in all these other characters and all these other timelines. Now I can see that they're finally finding themselves at the point of where I'm at. I'm excited to finish the season. I'll probably finish by tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, the first half of the season was a little bit cheesy. It has its cheesy moments right now, but it's a good show.
Yeah, it suffered from Flash season 1-itis, pretty much.
First half of season 1-itis.
Yeah.
There was parts. Kendra is probably one of the weaker characters in my opinion.
I like Kendra. Smirk.
Smirk emoji.
Smirk emoji. I like Kendra. She's the shiznit o'blam.
And probably White Canary.
I like her butt chin.
Katie Lots.
Yeah, she's pretty good, man. She's
got her moments.
I like
she
her
has this like accent that like comes out like it's like this like New York kind of accent or something.
Speaking of accents, when you burst my bubble and told me that Jax was British, I thought he was from America, man. I was like, damn, this guy.
I mean, as far as I know, he's
Charlie
British.
Hunnam?
No, not Jax.
Not Jax from
I was
Sons
like,
of
it's about
Anarchy.
Jax from Legends, my bad.
Jackson, yeah, from
Oh, my bad.
Firestorm.
I was like thinking, I'm like, is he? I was like, he's British? No, but yeah,
he's Australian.
Is he? Oh, he's Australian?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Wait,
damn,
who
you
is?
got a good accent in Sons of Anarchy.
Jax
Jax is Australian?
Yeah, from
I
Sons
thought
of
he was
Anarchy.
British.
Well, whatever.
Oh,
but he's
wait.
Australian.
He's got an accent. That's what we're trying to get.
He's not American.
from Sons of Anarchy.
From Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, so now...
No,
But
Jax from...
Firestorm.
Yeah.
He's British.
Yeah. Franz Drama.
Franz Drame. He's from London.
Yeah, Jefferson Jackson.
British
whatever the
actor.
hell,
Jefferson
Jax.
Jackson.
He's a good actor. I like him better than the actor that plays Wally West in The Flash. I think the actor that plays Wally West in The Flash is
I like him
awful.
better than Robbie Amell for Firestorm.
Robbie Amell, I think is
Robbie
a little bit
Amell
better of an
was
actor than
dope.
Stephen Amell.
Robbie Amell was dope when he did the whole Deathstorm thing. That I liked. On it was on The Flash.
Flash.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah,
Legends of Tomorrow. All this
Earth, too.
time travel, multiverse, traveling shit's fucking me up. But I like how the team came together and they're starting to come into their own right. Everything was a little sloppy in the beginning.
One person was always getting captured each episode is what I noticed.
Either one person was getting captured or you had them fucking up the timeline, which Rip Hunter kept bitching about every episode. Oh, you can't fuck up the timeline. That was my pirate voice, but it's bad British when you had too many blue moons in you. But yeah, I like how the team, especially in the finale, they're like, "No, Rip, fuck you. We're going and we're joining you back on the Wave Rider." And
Was that your impression of Leonard Snart there?
he's like, "Fuck you. I'm Leonard Snart. All right, we're gonna go back with you, Rip, and then after that, we're gonna kill shit."
All right, so to talk about a specific moment in that episode, there was the scene with Kendra leaving the note in the helmet and everything.
You didn't like that?
Well, I kind of
ingenious.
I kind of liked it. I thought it was gonna. I was wondering why she would think, "Oh, let me put this note in the helmet."
She did say, "Oh, I know that helmet." Did they show that helmet in a previous episode?
Yeah, they have. It's Sergeant Rock's helmet.
Okay.
So I'm actually kind of disappointed that they would show such a weak-looking guy as Sergeant Rock,
And then
or
kill
with the
him
Sergeant
off.
Rock helmet, and just kill him off like that. I don't know if that's their intention or if they're just. I really have no idea.
Unless somebody else picks up the helmet, did their dirt during that time, but then they would have
That's-
taken the note out before it hit Rip Hunter.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, unless she put it in some secret compartment in the helmet that only Kendra could find.
Only Kendra and,
And
Legends
Rip
of
Hunter.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then the helmet fell out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, because it was some temporal.
It just literally like I
imbalance.
turned my head and it was like, I looked somewhere real quick at work and then it just like fell off the table. But I was like, they even said it
But
too.
it
like,
was sitting on the table in the previous scene. Like you could see it from through the window,
and
and then all of a
just
sudden
fell.
it's on the floor.
That's some crazy shit.
What did you guys think of Patrick J. Adams, the guy that plays Mike Ross in Suits? Our
Are
Man.
we getting there yet?
Power Man or Our Man?
Our Man. I said Our Man.
You said Power Man.
When you edit it, you'll see that I said Our Man.
And I'm gonna leave that in there because it's only right for the fans. We like that real shit.
But yeah, what did you guys think of his portrayal as Our
Not
Man?
yet though. Let's keep talking about the episode because there's more dirt. Vandal Savage, man, dropping the three places. So basically, the meteors that crashed in Egypt are from Thangar.
Yeah.
So that's probably where they get the nth metal from.
Yeah. Well, that's where Carter Hall.
Or is it Thanagar?
Thanagar.
Thanagar. Sorry, pardon my Thanagarian. It's a little rusty.
That's where Carter Hall, Kendra, and Vandal Savage get their powers from, and that's they got it from the meteor back in ancient Egypt times.
Dude, Vandal Savage is one badass. I loved him in was it Justice League Doom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The first time I really was exposed to the character, and then I was like hearing Legends of Tomorrow is gonna have Vandal Savage. I was like, that's pretty interesting because he was pretty fucking fucked up in that specific cartoon. So I was wondering how they would bring him on and how badass he would be on the show. And damn, man, that guy was badass. And we're gonna spoil this for you, John, but he
Spoil
died.
it.
He died in this last episode, but I kind of hope he didn't die.
only once.
He died once in 3 different time periods because basically the one from 2166 went back to 1958 when there was the meteorite landed there. That's where I'm confused.
It was
1958 Harmony
58.
Falls.
Yeah.
2166.
21. I think it was 2020 or something like that. It was
2020. Let me see. Years that
2016. No, not 2016. 2016 is where we are.
See, we need to find this information. And the fans need to hear all this shit, the typing and the focus. Let me see. So I don't know the year, but he had one in 1958.
Yeah, there was 3 years. It was three different generations.
The Cold War. He had one in the Cold War when he was
Yeah.
trying to sell the nuke to the Russians.
So it was probably like
So basically, they took shit from previous episodes and they finally implemented like a backstory within those old episodes, and you get to see the characters. They split up.
yeah,
into
that's what I was
teams
gonna
of 2.
say. When Jax pulls that whole like atomic bomb, like pulls all the mushroom cloud and everything straight back into him.
Yeah.
and Jax
That
from-
just time traveled there. That
Yeah,
knows
is
he
watching
watched
this.
It. Yeah.
is like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that thing was so badass. Like how they just basically in the last episode tied together all these other episodes that seemed kind of like this shit's cool, but it's kind of like, okay, it's kind of not corny, but it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, like, okay, they're going through random periods of time to stop Vandal Savage. Then what? And then in the end, they tied it all together on the last episode, and I really liked it a lot.
No, and then
making me want to go watch this shit right now. That sounds
No, you
good.
need to watch
need
it.
to
When
watch
we're
it.
done with this episode, stay up the whole fucking night and just watch the episode.
Yeah, it sounds great.
It was really good, man. I got chills
I-
when I saw everybody getting their fucking revenge, especially Rip Hunter when he just jabbed that knife into Vandal's chest and then threw him into that electrical box and just let him like kind of like discharge on it. Like,
Yeah, Vandal Savage trying to like still put his like sink his teeth into.
he's like, I'm immortal. You can't kill
you
me.
still won't protect your family.
And he's like,
Well-
that was like, yeah, eat this even more.
Yeah.
Boom, and threw him into the box. Man, I loved it, man. It was
What
great.
was that like wave of like energy?
You know what I was worried about when that wave of energy happened? I was like,
That
did
all
he
this
just
was gonna reset.
No,
or
I was
something?
like, did he just kill everybody in the city just to kill this one guy? I was like, he didn't stop anything then. And then he takes the last meteor because they stopped the previous two in the other time periods. Because basically what happened, John, is that Vandal Savage's plan was to put the blood of Thanagarians or Thanagarian affected people, which was
Yeah,
Hawkman and Hawkwoman, Hawkgirl,
That's how they get
Them
their
three.
powers.
on the
or-
meteor, and that was going to detonate those meteors. And then he was going to blow it up in 3 different timelines where the meteors landed and basically reset the whole Earth to ancient Egypt.
That would be insane. That
So-
sounds fucking crazy.
It was crazy. So they stopped him from doing that in the 2 previous timelines. Ray Palmer shrunk one of the meteors before it blew up. And then Firestorm found out a way to transmutate things into different, whatever. He turned the one meteor into water. And then in the last part, they couldn't do anything in 2166 or whatever
Yeah,
the time
because
was.
Firestorm used up too much, or was I don't know, like it was
a
like
new
used too
power
much
to him.
radiation.
Yeah, he
or
couldn't do it
something.
because it was new to him.
And then Adam didn't have any more energy in his suit to do it, so
They got the Wave
Rip
Rider.
Hunter decides to take it upon himself and take it away and fly into the sun.
But then right when he was going to kill himself, was it Gideon was like, I'm not ready to die. It just had a Cortana moment. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it was just like, what the hell?
Gideon
it's like
does that though.
I
It's
kind of
he's
like
one of
Gideon
his-
though. Like,
I like
Gideon has like a little personality.
sentient moment,
Which-
I
I want to talk about Gideon. Isn't Gideon the same character from Flash? Harrison Wells?
Oh, maybe
Yo.
it is.
I just realized that. I didn't realize it, but thanks for bringing that up. I wonder if they're going to tie that in one day.
What was
Can't
Eobard
wait to
Thawne?
see,
If they
yeah.
go to his,
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. What if Eobard Thawne was a former Time Master?
No, I don't think he's a time master,
that'd be fucking
but
sick though.
he's definitely. I mean, they've got the same technology. That's Gideon. That's the
Yeah.
same voice and everything.
Yeah, it is, man. Now that you mention that, that is pretty dope. I want to see what they do with that character. But it was cool how Gideon said that, and then they just flung the rock into the sun, kind of like pulled up, or
Like-
pulled out, not having kids, and then
And then flew like back into time.
and then landed back in that time. So everybody on 2166 was like,
And then redid it.
yeah, they were like, no, everybody was like, wait, he just left. What the hell just happened? And he's coming back after the
Oh,
event.
and then it's just completely destroyed and everything. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was like, wow, that was quick. Like, it felt like literally like 5 seconds to them, but
Yeah.
to him, it was like at least 30, 40 minutes gone by. And that was pretty cool, man. And then at the end, they have the Wave Rider land back into 2016 or something like that. They went back to 2016, and then another Wave Rider comes and crashes into
That's
the
the
ground.
name of the ship, right?
The Wave Rider. Yeah.
Okay.
Another one crashes back into the ship, and it's Our Man. But he just refers to himself as Rex Tyler.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, you can't get on this ship. If you go on that Wave Rider, you guys are going to die. And then they're like, who the hell is this guy? And he's like, you're the
Rory.
one, Rip.
You're the one that
No,
sent
not
me.
Rory. You called him his Doctor Who name. No, Rory. Oh, my bad.
Rory
I thought you were
sent
referring to
him,
Rip Hunter. Rory Mick. I keep screwing up the name. Yeah. Rory Heatwave said, Our Man says that Rory told him, you warned me not to go on that ship or you guys would die, to come with me on my ship. which is the same waiver.
Well, he said, you told me not to let you guys go on that ship. That it was a suicide mission or something like that. Like,
so I'm wondering if maybe next year, I know they're going to probably include the JSA.
Well,
One day.
that's Our Man. Our Man's a big part of the JSA. So,
but what if they don't pull up the JSA right away? Because I noticed they like slowly, develop things. They don't rush into things, and they just randomly pull Constantine out of nowhere. So it's Constantine and Our Man. Because remember, Constantine was rumored like ages ago to be on that show in season 2.
Well, Constantine can come in at any time in that show. He'd probably be like a one-time character or something.
You talking about Constantine and Legends?
I hope he's not a one-time character.
No,
I want him to be.
The rumor has it that they're trying to get him attached to be like a reoccurring character, like not in every single episode for like at least half of them.
Okay.
I'm down. Like maybe get him a part of the team. I'd be so down to see Constantine on the team, dude. That would add another like sense of humor to that team. That's because he's like witty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like his
quick.
Personality a lot.
He's funny.
He's a douchebag.
Yeah,
Dude,
I definitely want to see Constantine back in the game and everything, like with the whole Legends. But I mean, I wouldn't be against him just being in a couple episodes like he was in Arrow.
But you know what's funny? In Arrow, that was probably the highlight of those seasons was him. But I don't want him to be like that. I want him to have a purpose. Not like, hey, I just popped up on this island because I'm looking for some shit that you just happen to be on this island too. Hey, and you want my tattoo? It'll protect you. Like, no. Something with purpose, something that he's got a reason to be there, not something forced. Yeah, it was
I mean, at least in like not in the flashback, but when who was it that was like it was a Sarah that was like all fucked up in the head that he needed to bring her.
That felt right.
Yeah, because he had a purpose to be there.
But
Oliver,
that purpose was
but the whole island
dead or something.
But the whole island thing was why he summoned
didn't happen.
him in
Dude, but the
first
flashbacks
place.
in Arrow are so bad now.
The flashbacks don't need to be so in such sequential order all the time.
Yeah, I hate that about the show.
I feel like they could just drop out and be like, well, in China he met Constantine. Like,
yeah, it shouldn't be like we're gonna just go through every flashback in order until everything finally ties together. Like that moment when Deadpool fell in the back of the dumpster and he finally told you, "All right, all caught up." Like, we don't need that in Arrow.
Well, and then next season's the last season of the flashbacks.
They should have finished that shit last season ago.
Then they're gonna start flashing forward like Lost.
And then they're gonna do the flash sideways.
They're
Remember
gonna
that shit?
bore us to death. Hey, Ollie's got a goatee, but he still has some paper thin acting.
Yeah, man.
But that's not his fault. That's the script. But then it could be his fault too. We just lost a listener. But we still got Carl Urban, baby. That's all that matters, man. And Tyrion Lannister. Well, fellas, I think that wraps up this podcast. Oh, you got something else for me there?
Yeah, real quick. I think Michael Keaton is on the Spider-Man movie officially because John Watts just tweeted a picture of Michael Keaton doing a little fist pump action.
He did a little
GIF
ditty.
file.
He's doing a little GIF, a little jig.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So looks like Michael Keaton will be playing Vulture in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
What if he gets on and he plays Uncle Ben in a flashback like Arrow?
That'd be a mindfuck. What if he's Uncle Ben? That he never actually died and he plays the Vulture
He left Aunt May
to be the Vulture.
to be the Vulture. That'd be fucked
I hope
up.
that they don't do anything
they're
like
not
that.
They're not gonna screw that
Marissa
story
Tomei
up.
to be a damn vulture. I sure as hell wouldn't. Would you? No, exactly. You got some serious probs if you do.
That's the hottest AMA I've ever seen.
Hottest anime 2022. Everybody's gonna be 5 years old. Remember that meme? But whatever. We digress.
Let's finish this up because I'm getting kind of tired.
So we're all getting tired. I'm
Champions
getting
League
tired
is
off
tomorrow.
of beer. Champions League's tomorrow.
I might go
and
play some FIFA Pro Clubs.
I might go play.
You're watching Legends.
You're watching Legends of Tomorrow, and we're getting some sleep.
I have
Until
two TVs.
tomorrow.
I have two TVs. I watch Legends and I'll play FIFA Pro Clubs at the same time.
Damn, that's some serious multitasking. That's my dog, bro.
That's me, bro. That's all.
All
me.
right, kids and kidettes. We'll catch you guys on the next show after we watch X-Men Apocalypse and we give it a rating that's past 51 because we got a bromance for Oscar Isaac.
Hopefully.
All right, kids. That was the Chili Con Queso podcast. See y'all later. Deuces.